Arina Sabalenka successfully defended the Australian Open. Once again, the Belarusian and Russian players are dominating the tour and still winning Grand Slams and titles. And once again, Arina won the Australian Open, and not one Belarusian flag was being flown in that stadium. But they sure did let them people show up and fly those Ukrainian flags all over the place. And Arina successfully defended her Australian Open title and didn't drop a set. They said that she was the 5th player in history to do that. And that was something else that was disturbing to me. When I was looking back at the draw, as I said, I stopped watching this tournament after the 2nd round. And how in the hell did Dana Yastrzemska, scrub-ass Dana Yastrzemska, get to a semifinal? How did that happen? And I also seen that Martić got to a quarterfinal. Well, it looks like the Stand With Ukraine parade only made it to a quarterfinal in a only could get to a quarterfinal in the semifinal. Because they trash and they ain't winning no Grand Slams. They're too busy being disrespectful to Russian and Belarusian players. They're winning Grand Slams. They're winning titles in Grand Slams. Other than those Ukrainian players, they can't win nothing above a 250 tournament. That's all they win is 250 tournaments. And then Lucia Srenko, raggedy ass, with her old busted up ass because she's constantly injured and retiring, haven't won a tennis tournament in 6 years. I can't believe I sat up there and watched this woman win a tournament 6 years ago. When was the last time she won a tournament? Then you being rude and unsportsmanlike to the defending champion, a player that's 1,000 times better than you, that's not even on a level. And that straight sets 0-6-0-6 ass beating reflected that. And I'm sure those trolls went back over there and trolled up Lucia's social media after Arina Sabalenka won Australian Open. Because tennis fans are petty and they have no life. And I'm here for it. And what is that Donna Vekić staying at that left that long-winded essay rant in my comment section about me? Trying to drag me over some goddamn Donna Vekić because I said Donna Vekić was not going to win a major. I would not put Donna Vekić in the realm of being a contender for a major because the talent pool of other players are far beyond superior than her. Let me get this straight. Donna was a quarterfinalist last year, but then she lost in the first round this year. What are Donna Vekić staying at? Defending her being a Grand Slam quarterfinalist like she got the trophy, going as far as to mention Grand Slam winning champions to defend a slamless player, try to defend her losing in the first round. Leave a long-winded monologue essay rant dragging me about talking trash about Donna Vekić losing in the first round. Overly obsessed Donna Vekić stands coming to me trying to argue me down over they slamless player. That stand lost the argument right there when that loser brought up Grand Slam winning champions trying to defend a slamless player. Like, oh, have you watched tennis lately? Emma Raducanu and Jelena Ostapenko won their Grand Slams without winning any titles. But what was their ages when they got those major titles? Was they 18 and 20 years old, respectively? What age is Donna Vekić? That chick is like 27. And I have been watching tennis lately. And I see the trend of this current generation of players are winning their Grand Slams when they are younger. Late teens, early to mid-20s. Not in their late 20s, almost 30s, like Donna Vekić. That Donna Vekić thing gonna try to tell me, have you been watching tennis lately? You don't know much about tennis. All because I said something about your favorite tennis player you didn't like, so I don't know anything about tennis. So let me tell you something. The 4 years I've done commentary, I would never make a video or argue with someone in the comment section trying to defend my favorites, Petra Martić, Ekaterina Alexandrova, Lucia Srenko, Jill Teichmann, or any other slamless player that I watch. Going out of my way, looking desperate, trying to defend them being slamless by bringing up Grand Slam winning champions, trying to defend my favorites being slamless. If I made a video doing that, then I really look like I don't know anything about tennis, or I don't know anything that I'm talking about on here. Then Donna turned up at the 2024 Australian Open and lost in the first round and proved everything that I said in my video correct. As a matter of fact, that Petra Martić video that I did when I criticized Croatia women's tennis, Donna Vekić and Petra Martić further proved my point, making my video 100% accurate by the way they performed at the Australian Open this year. And I need to talk about Petra Martić, since I haven't talked about her in a while on here, and her results that she's been putting up at Australian Open for the past 5 years. Yeah, she hasn't been playing well at this tournament since 2019 when she got to the 3rd round. It's like, Petra Martić, she let ESPN embarrass her and f*** her up so bad. She don't even perform well at this tournament anymore. She hadn't had a good run here since 2018. So, The Australian Open, I don't even expect her to even get past the second round. If she luckily makes into a second round, I don't even expect her to even get that far. And plus, she was playing against Aslat Trash Can Tomljanovic. Yeah, and I seen that she was playing Aslat Trash Can in the first round. I'm like, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching it. I'm not waking up out of my sleep at 4 a.m. to watch no Aslat Trash Can. And she went out there and lost to her in the first round because Petra's been performing poorly at this tournament for the past 5 years. So I didn't miss anything. And I remember I watched a video with Petra doing a preseason, and she said that she wanted to make it back in the top 20 this year.
Well, I would definitely like to be back to top 20.
Girl, you are not going to make it back into the top 20 losing in first rounds at Grand Slams. That's impossible. And I seen, once again, she switched up her team. That coach that she's working with, sitting in her box looking like the OxyClean man. Is he a top 20 results coach? Because with this Petra Martić, let me tell you something. It seems like for the past 3 years, how she performs at the Australian Open sets the tone for how she performs out throughout the year. Because of last year, other than making that final in Linz, she made a quarterfinal in Eastbourne and a quarterfinal in Madrid. Other than those 3 tournaments, the rest of her season, it was completely lackluster. And it was a yarn fest. And there's no need to wonder why when I'm watching the Petra Martić match and I see the stands are empty and I see the cleaning staff cleaning the stands during her match. Especially in the second round, because the odds of Petra losing in the second round are astronomically high. Last year, Petra, she had 4 first round losses and 10 second round losses. That's mediocre. It's going to come to a point where Ekaterina Alexandrova, she's going to be the only player that I'm watching. Because all my other favorites are playing like garbage and getting on my nerves with politics.